Avenue Q is a musical and the story of a college grad who moves into a rundown New York apartment and meets a bunch of colorful characters who help him discover his purpose. Today's guests are starring in the production, now playing at the Playhouse at Westport Plaza. And joining me right now is Anne Mathews. She is the director of Avenue Q at the Playhouse at Westport Plaza, and it's so good to see you.
Hi, thank you. It's great to be here.
The last time you were in studio, you were actually not behind the scenes. You were on stage in another production and another musical. This time you're wearing the director's hat. How is that?
Oh, it's fun. It's so much fun.
Do you ever have a preference? Because I know even last time you were busy, you're teaching, you were doing a lot of stuff, but here you are directing Avenue Q.
Oh, it's great. I don't have a preference, honestly. I think there's really wonderful things to get from being on either side of the curtain, so to speak, but this one has been particularly fun because the nature of the show is so much fun, the cast is amazing, the creative team has been amazing, and the response has been really good too.
So let's kind of, for people who haven't seen it, we've got some photos. I think when people hear Avenue Q, they instantly think of the puppets, but they're not really sure what it's all about. They're like, is this something for kids? Which it's not.
It is not.
So,
I cannot stress that enough.
So just kind of give an overview of the feel and like what this is really sort of about. And we kind of did that synopsis in the intro, in the intro, but really what people are going to experience.
Yeah, I think what's really unique about this show is it's a musical. It won the Tony Award actually in 2004. And it is, as you said, it's about Princeton. And he's played by an actor who is also a puppeteer. And I think the fun part of the show, in addition to just how wonderfully well it is written and the music is so good and the comedy is great, but the fun of watching the show is watching actors who are portraying these different characters through their puppets. And there are human actors and there are puppet actors interacting.
Right.
And sometimes the character switches so fast that we've got actors on stage speaking for one puppet here and then having a scene with themselves over here, and it's really pretty amazing to watch.
How is it different? The whole puppetry, the puppetry aspect of it is really interesting to me because I think as an actor, it's sort of like you're trained in using your body and your emotions and your facial expressions, and then how you translate that into doing a puppet. I mean, how is it when you're putting as the director and you've got that director's hat on? How do you get the best of your cast, if you will, with that being the situation?
Well, we were very lucky in that we were able to tap into some resources from the original Broadway production and some coaching tutorials about how to use the puppets effectively. So that was really great. And then as the director, I just really emphasized with them that the puppet was an extension of them. So when the puppet looks this way, they look this way too. And they all very fluidly became one with their puppet characters. And that's what makes it really cool to watch.
So this was one of the longest running productions on Broadway. And then here with this version here in St. Louis, when you're keeping in mind that, especially because you're here, you're locally based, of a St. Louis audience, is there anything that you do, I always wonder this, is there anything that you do different in terms of directing or inspiring with the cast, knowing what St. Louis audience is sort of like?
Not with this show, no, because what you're gonna see is what you would have seen in New York, exactly. And we very consciously made that decision because we did not want to fix something that was not broken. I think maybe there could be instances where things become more localized to a St. Louis audience, but in this case, no, we really wanted to present Avenue Q in its finest.
What I think is really great about this production is I think any adult of like the age to like 21 and over can relate to it, because it's kind of just hits back at that core element of like finding your purpose and your identity in life, which we continue to do no matter how old are you. So what would you say to people with the humor in it? Like, what would you say, where does the humor lie in here? Like, what are people going to get on that side of it?
So the humor definitely is irreverent. It is irreverent. And just in the same vein as like a South Park or Book of Mormon or something like that, it really reaches out to just all sorts of different subject matters that are often kind of taboo and not talked about, and it is just put out there for all the world to see in sometimes very unpolitically correct, or politically incorrect, I should say,
Yes,
ways.
yes.
But it is hilarious.
Okay.
It is really, really funny, and it's all done in good-natured
Yes,
fun.
yes, yes. Well, we've got the information there for you on the screen to go check it out. It's running right now. It's at the Playhouse at Westport Plaza, running now through March 3rd. You can get your tickets at metrotix.com or call 314-534-1111. And thank you so much, Leanne, for kind of setting the stage. When we come back, we're actually going to be talking to two of the cast members. So stay right here on STL Live.